Whoa. Wednesday night, and you know what that means.
Time for the Wednesday one-off, and I can't wait to get to our guests. But first, there is some news this week in the Week in Review that I want to go over quickly because it's all just come out really quick. And there's something I didn't get the graphic for in time. But first, Project Exodus at Thorpe Park has been signed off by the Secretary of State. That sounds American, but it's not. And that's all going ahead. Apparently, it is going to be the largest, the tallest, highest roller coaster in Great Britain or the UK.
Higher than Stump.
Oh, yeah, easy.
And all the other ones.
Next, Chessington have revealed that their new attraction is going to be a new indoor water park, hopefully. Everyone thought it was going to be something to add to the Jumanji area, but it's not. I think it's going to be a new addition. I think the one at Alton Towers looks quite tired. I don't know what you think about that at home. I haven't got the graphic. There's another one I want to slip in quickly is Project Horizon Alton Towers. They've released some planning for that. So, Coast Chicken. Goes to be scared of. I don't know. You're overcoming your coaster chickenness now. I think you're doing quite well. You rode Nemesis last time you went, I believe. And the last one is I've been going on about it for 2 weeks now. They have sold out on Saturday. I don't know about if Sunday sold out yet, but as we speak now, Saturday is sold out on Towers. So if you haven't got a ticket, don't go because you won't get in. And without any further ado, I'm going to introduce our guests for today. And I've already been on the show for a while. We have got Claire and Nick from Walking with the Woods. How you doing, guys?
Hey, we're good, man. We're good. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, I've got a link to their channel in the description. They did a quiz last night, and I came third. They say no one cares where they come, but I was quite impressed with that.
I didn't do very well, but if anyone else wants to put it in the comments, they can do.
So we're going to get into... You did all right, I thought.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks.
So we're going to get into Disney eventually. Of course we are. But I actually went to ask, because I don't know if anyone else has asked this when you've been on their lives or anything. Did you want to tell us how you both met?
Yeah, really?
You love this story, you do.
Okay.
You tell it funnier than me.
So, it was about 11 years ago, wasn't it? It was a random Tuesday night in Leeds. And I went to, me and my friend went to a bar. And literally, there was no one in the bar whatsoever, apart from, I think we just finished playing poker or something like that with some old men. And it was like, let's just have a drink in like a slightly livelier bar.
I just finished work as well. I worked in hospitality then, so it was quite late. So we just finished a shift. So
yeah, it was like 11:30 midnight, wasn't it? It was late. And there was no one in the bar whatsoever. We got our drinks and there was like 2 girls just sitting in the corner. One of them just had complete dagger eyes, really, and just like frantically texting on her phone. I think it was with her ex-boyfriend, hopefully ex-boyfriend anyway. And we sat down, and my friend got up and walked over to him, and I was like, I've got to go join him now. And it was just it was midnight. I want to go home. I just came out to play cards. That was it. So we went over there, and then this one looked up from her phone and just stared a hole through me for about 5 seconds.
Claire's the girl with the daggers in her eyes.
Oh, sorry, Claire's the
okay.
Can you not tell?
I didn't know if she was going to not be in the friend of the girl on the phone.
No. The other one was quite talkative. She was happy that we were there. So, and then, obviously, clearly not wanting to be there. So I said what any adult would say, if I can guess your name in 5 guesses, you've got to talk to me, really. So I don't know what the first 4 were, but the 5th one, I gave up by that point. I just went, Claire, and I was ready to walk off. She said no, and her friend said, "Oh my God, I can't believe you got it right." And then the dagger eyes went from me over to her friend, so that was good. So and 11 years later, she's still talking to me. So
and you still get the dagger eyes. So.
Still get the dagger eyes. And 9 months later, Sophia was here. So
you don't have to drop that bit in.
9 months to the day. 9 months to the day.
So we're like Phoebe and Friends.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, just I know some people watching are going to expect us to talk about Disney. So if we get into it, and I went on your channel and I went back to the start of your channel, which is you had a channel before the one you've got now, didn't you? And you kind of transferred some videos over.
Yeah, we kind of dabbled in YouTube for like a couple of years, really, kind of like on and off. It wasn't really serious, but we just thought occasionally like this might be fun. Or I think it was I wanted to send someone a video, so I just set up a YouTube channel. Like this was back in the day before.
Yeah,
like,
it's easier than sending it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was for family as well, like so because obviously they don't live near us, so it was kind of like they could watch Sophia. You know, if we did something, it'd be easier than sending them a video. It's like, oh, you can just watch it on there kind of thing.
And when we started to do a few vlogs, I think there might have been like an Alton Towers or I think Legoland from Manchester, the indoor one. Like the kids one.
The Discovery. Is it Discovery Centre?
Yeah, that's it. And we just started to get a little bit more serious. And for some reason, I couldn't change like the channel name or the banner or the thumbnail or anything like that. I don't know why. So we just set up a new account, didn't we? Really, and we transferred like 12 videos or 10 videos across, and then basically just started from there, really. And we began with Walking with the Woods with a 30-day vlogging challenge. So every day, just literally probably like an iPhone 6, I think it was. Just took the camera around, and I mean, 28 out of 30 were probably terrible.
Yeah,
and they'll never be seen.
Now.
They're still up. Yeah, we're not going to. We won't delete anything. But yeah, I'm glad you went back into the archives. Like you went right down into the weeds.
It's only 2 years ago on your channel that you've got now.
It's only 2 years ago. Yeah.
It feels a long time.
It just feels like a long time. Like
until YouTube put an update out fairly recently, a few days ago, you could go and put order by oldest first. But when I've tried to do that recently, it looks like they've had an update where you can just do popular or most recent. So it wasn't actually that much effort as you think it would be.
Okay. Okay.
But going back to one of your first videos.
Oh yeah. This was a fun one.
Lego Castle. But what I like about this is your personality comes out in this because I've put photos in here for people watching at home. The top left one was when you realised about 3/4 of the way through this massive structure, you'd used a piece in the base you shouldn't have. Did you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Man, I need to go back and watch the video to be honest. You know what? This was actually our first ever like video ever, like back on like the old channel. And it was supposed to be Instagram stories because people was like, oh my God, you got the Disney castle, like 4 million pieces, like £400 or whatever. So yeah, it was supposed to be Instagram stories. And I just thought, I'm fed up of this. I'm just going to put it all on YouTube and just make a proper video out of it. Yeah, that base piece, I do remember it quite clearly, but I can't remember why we missed it. Because I don't know anything about Lego, really, apart from tiny little Lego kits. Like I've never built anything with this much time and effort and patience.
You probably just didn't read the instructions.
I didn't read the instructions. Now, well, look, there's like over 758 pages to read.
That one at the top right, you turn to the back of the manual to see how many.
Wow. We was on page 10. It was like, whoa, page 10. It's like, oh, 800 to go or something. But yeah, I didn't realize that all the bags, like there was like 10 different bags and all the bags were numbered and the pages told you what bag the piece was in. So literally, I mean, you see it on the video at the start, we just emptied out everything. So, you know, whatever piece, you know, whatever piece looked like the piece I was using. So that's probably why. So there's one dodgy piece on our Lego castle, but you know, unless you hunt through the videos, you'll never know.
What I also loved about this video, the middle photo for anyone watching is you had a bit where you had to wait for your daughter to get home before you could carry on building it. And you got shots of you like throwing a ball in the air and catching it and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know. Good banter. Because I said I wouldn't build it unless she was with me. So I actually wanted to wait for her as well. If it was nowadays, I'll just build it myself. You know, she's older now. She knows the world's a bad place. But back then it was like she's innocent. So yeah, I legit had to wait for her. So kind of like 3 months, I think, went by between the first clip and the final clip in that video.
It was just sat on the dining room table for a very long time.
I was going to say, did you have to transfer it far into its final place where you were going to display it?
No, not really. But we don't have any trouble, do we, Claire? We don't have it now. I do want to point that out. After all the effort, do we, Claire?
No, we don't.
I'm not allowed it. It's too big. So we don't have it no more.
So it got dismantled and passed on.
And given away or not given away.
Was that soul crushing to see it get taken apart?
It's like building an actual house. wasn't it? Really, it's really...
Yeah, but we had nowhere to put it. It was kind of just there, and it was like once you've built it, it's kind of
I mean, I know
I'm
people.
not going to take it down and do it again.
I know people that have got several of these, like the Star Wars stuff and the Mandalorian helmet, and they've built like shelving for these, like display cases for these.
Yeah,
like because it's a project. It's not just a bit of Lego; it's a project, really.
They must have the space.
Yeah, they've got the space, all right, but yeah, we don't.
I totally get it. I think
times.
you're very brave opening like all the packets. And then
when I was
at the manual after.
I probably didn't mean to.
I even got confused with opening
stupid
2
to know
packets.
better.
Scooby-Doo mansion, like the Scooby-Doo house.
Yeah,
We've got like the mansion, and I even got confused just by opening 2 of them at the same time. So very brave.
Well, when I get like the Millennium Falcon or something, I'll know better.
Are you allowed the Millennium Falcon?
Of course, it's allowed it. I'll just sell it afterwards.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe one day. Not anytime soon.
Now
probably.
We've got space. You can build somewhere to put it.
Oh yeah, we've got more space now. So yeah, maybe. Watch this space.
Is there a race to see who gets something to put in that space first? Is there something Claire wants to buy, and if she gets it first?
I need to wear time up on my ears.
I do want to say it's all right for her to have like 90 pairs of ears, pretty much, you know.
But they're not on display. They're not in the way.
They're not. They were on display in the old house.
Yeah.
We've moved and they're in bags and boxes. At the moment. We need to figure that out.
I know. We need to put them maybe down the stairs or something.
But yeah, maybe if we do get another one, we'll just live stream the whole thing. Not for 3 or 4 months, but like if we can get it done legit in a day, then we'll live stream it just for the fun. But yeah, good times.
Because she went Disney 100 last week. Did you want to explain to people at home what this is?
Yes, it was a special media event for 100 years of Disney. Claire's very upset about this because I think she might be in the chat actually. I was invited as basically a +1 with our friend Emma. Emma's Pixie Dust. She was in the chat anyway. She might pop back in there in a second.
Hi, Emma.
Yeah, hi Emma, if you're still there. She's there you are.
No, there we are.
She's an inside ear, as they call it. So she's got like Disney connections. So yeah, I was invited as like a +1 pretty much. And yeah, thank you very much, Emma. I had a great night. I'm trying to edit the vlog. So hopefully that will be up tomorrow anyway. We've been busy since Thursday last week. I don't think we've slept. We've had so much going on. Well, we've been to actual Disney in Paris, but yeah, going back to this, Disney 100 was at it was at the Banking Hall in London, like central London, which is where they filmed some of the scenes from Mary Poppins Returns.
Yeah.
Which was nice. And they had they had the cast members from the Lion King West End musical show. They were singing. I mean, they know how to perform. Those guys are good. Oh, she's here. Hey, Emma. There you are. I couldn't see you down there. And yeah, we had a great time. Emma won a year subscription to Disney Plus.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, which was excellent. Yeah,
did you not get anything?
No, my basically we got given like a special puzzle piece as we went in. So you put your puzzle piece in like the big like 1,000-piece puzzle piece. Should have been Lego, really. Talking about it, that would have been more fun. And then you get given a key with a QR code. I mean, you'll see it on the vlog anyway, of course, because of course everyone in the chat's going to be watching that tomorrow when it goes live. But you scan your QR code, and hopefully the door will open up. Oh, Emma's got a vlog as well. Go check out Emma's vlog.
Yeah.
And hopefully the door opens up. Hers worked, mine didn't work. So I'm happy that Emma won.
You got a big goodie bag.
Yeah, we got a ridiculous swag bag. It must have about 200.
Did you get any Minnie Mouses in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're broken already.
They have, yeah. There's like
I know.
I mean, Claire touched it and it broke.
It did. It was the kind of like I can't remember the name of it, but it's kind of like Little Mermaid inspired, and it had like a little pearl in the middle of the bow, and it's just fallen off.
Yeah.
I'll just stick it back on. But
Emma, put in the chat who made those ears. I mean, they're official Disney ears, but they begin with B, don't they? It's like a kind of, it's like Loungefly, but it's like similar to Loungefly.
Yeah, different.
Oh, getting to Lounge. How many Loungefly bags have you got, Claire?
I've now only got. Well, I've only got 2. Only because I've collected.
I thought it was one.
Because I've got the Rapunzel one as well.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because I collect so many ears, and I've point blank refused to buy any Loungefly bags, even though I love them, because I was like, I can't open that hatch as well. But now I've got 2. And
I have another question. Do you have any ears that match your Loungefly bags?
Only one set. Oh, actually, no.
Same as yours.
It might be 2.
Yes, I've got the pumpkin ears and the pumpkin backpack that we wore to Paris. I purposely got the bag to match the ears. And then I've got a Rapunzel bag and a pair of Loungefly ears that kind of are similar, like colours and flowers and things, but they're not technically like matching. It could work.
What you've got?
That's cool. I've got the ones that's got like the candy corn coloured bow. And then obviously the glitter ears.
Yeah.
So
they're really
that was
nice.
my like first ever proper like Minnie Mouse Loungefly. So I'm like, I love it so much. So
I really like that one. It's really nice.
We don't have
I've got it for my birthday.
No,
and I'm parading around in this hotel with it on my back going.
I bought the bag to go to Paris with because we was only there like 2 days, and obviously it was just like that was like my weekend bag. They're very they're not practical at all for like trips, but it was so pretty and so lovely. I was like,
yeah. So just to slightly go off topic, we just got back from Disneyland Paris. We went for the Halloween party over the weekend and spent like 3 days there. We only had carry-on bags, so I had like a kind of normal size backpack. Claire took a Loungefly bag. You know how big those Loungefly bags are, right?
Get everything.
So my back was killing me because, like, the thing is that we went straight from the Halloween party at 2 a.m. to the airport, and we had nowhere to store any real luggage, so it had to be whatever we were carrying.
Yeah.
So I was carrying like 2 people's stuff. Like me, I had like a t-shirt and a pair of. Well, I was wearing the jeans, so I had a t-shirt and a toothbrush. Claire's got like makeup. Like bags and bags of makeup.
I was like, I don't need clothes. I'll just take my makeup instead.
My back was killing me. So yeah, it's not really. It's good for theme parks. Someone just put that in the chat, but it's not good for an actual suitcase.
When we go we're going again for New Year. So when we go for New Year, we're staying for a few days. So I'll obviously be buying a seasonal.
We won't be leaving.
So that'll be a handbag, not luggage.
Yeah,
so
we won't be leaving the New Year's Eve party and getting straight on a plane. So that was plus we've got the car as well. We're taking the car. So
I never let you take yours, do I?
No,
I'm always scared someone's going to steal it from the cage while we're on a ride, so I never let her take her Loungefly to a theme park.
Yeah, so I kind of have it for like little days out, and obviously I have it mostly on my back anyway. So, but yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, some of the rides we had to put it in the cage, but others it's like literally down near your feet, so I don't feel as bad when it's like it's with me.
It was only one ride we had to put it in the cage for.
It was RC Racer.
It was RC Racer in the studio, and I think that was optional as well. And I took my bag off my back because when you've got to put it in the cage, but it's that side of the car. And so we're like 4 seats along. So she was like, "Oh, should I take your bag?" The car number, and like my bag was like a ton. I don't know where I got it on the plane. So I took it off my back. She took it, and it was just like, "Well."
I thought you were going to say you chucked it at him for him to catch.
I should have chucked it. It was like, honestly, like a bowling ball.
I was like, "Sorry, that's just my face."
That's just Claire's stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
If we move on to your trip. One thing I want to mention, I've not got any photos of it because the footage was it was in a like smoky area. But you went to the Halloween soiree in 2019.
Yes.
Did you want to just quickly talk about? There was a kind of scare zone there, wasn't there?
Oh, we didn't even expect that, did we?
Scary Island was it or something? Like
yeah. Because we don't really do spoilers. We go in completely. We don't know anything. We just walk in, which is. We should have probably planned it for this particular trip, So there's an area called Skull Rock in Adventure Isle, I think it's called over there. So you walk through there, and then all these like zombie pirates were in there, and we didn't expect it to happen.
No.
And
it was really spooky.
That was really good. It was like a legit scare. I mean, it was better than Scarefest, to be honest.
Yeah,
the Alton Towers one. The
makeup was incredible, and they were like really creepy, and they'd literally they wouldn't just pop out and jump at you, they would literally stalk you. We got followed right outside the school, like they wouldn't leave you alone. It was really good.
Didn't look very Disney. I'm surprised Disney had that.
So it was there in 2019. 2020 obviously it was cancelled. 21 it wasn't there, probably due to social distancing, but I mean, there were other areas of the park where there was no social distancing, so I don't know. But this year it came back. But yeah, like you say, the makeup, the whole thing, to be honest, on a Halloween party night at Paris anyway, is completely like, I mean, we'll talk about the castle projection show in a second, but it was completely not Disney whatsoever. Like, it's so, I mean, you saw it on the vlog, maybe. It's so dark. Like, there's no lights whatsoever. I think you tripped up on Main Street.
I did. And then Nick was like, "Oh, it's really dark. Watch the cab," and you'll see me in the background go, "What?"
Yeah.
Coaster Chickens just put, that sounds amazing. He did Villains After Hours in Orlando, and it had live actors in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
wow.
they do that from time to time,
yeah.
don't they?
But yeah, keep guys in the chat. Just obviously, if you've got any questions, just put them on the chat as well, and we'll see if we can try and get them out to.
Just before I carry on, I've put both of
Nick and Claire.
the
Sorry.
2019 and the 2022 Halloween soirees. The links are in the description for those videos.
Mhm.
Oh, fantastic!
you.
And yeah, you know, the questions
Did you
don't
want
have
to
to be
talk
about
through
Disney.
this food? I had to get several pictures of that apple cheesecake. What was that? What was that like?
It was
for people at home?
Well, it looked really cool, but it just wasn't anything special, was it? It was kind of like it had like a really mild flavor mousse. It was I think it was rhubarb. That's the flavor I got, was like mousse. But then inside it had apple pieces, and it reminded me, do you know, like the jar of apple sauce?
Oh,
You
yeah.
get the chunks. It was like that inside.
Yeah.
So it wasn't amazing. It looked like incredible, but the taste
Yeah.
wasn't. I wasn't a fan.
I do want to say it was part of the meal deal,
Yeah.
wasn't it? With the Doom Burger,
Yeah.
which is that black bun.
How dry was that bun? Was it quite dry?
It just tasted like charcoal.
Oh, it legitimately was just burned. They didn't put colour in it.
Legit burn. Yeah, it was legit Doom Burger. I mean, it was a pretty good. I mean, the meat was good anyway, I guess. Yeah, it was okay. I think back in 2019, actually, there was a green version.
That was in the other part, though.
That was in the studios,
Yeah,
wasn't it? This was Disneyland Park.
I heard about that. Sorry.
Yeah. Going back actually to the Halloween parties they had, I think they stopped it about 5 or 6 years ago. This was Disneyland Park, but next door in the Studios Park, they had like a scare event. I don't know what it was called back then. We never went, unfortunately. But apparently, Disney, the Walt Disney Company, didn't know that Paris were putting on these scare events every year. And I mean, they were proper, like, people chasing you with chainsaws and things like that. And apparently, Disney found out about it and then stopped Paris from doing these events ever again, which I don't believe that Disney didn't know what Disney was up to. You know, because, you know, the mouse, he knows everything, right? The mouse is in control over there. But yeah, it's a shame that's not on. But, you know, it was dark, but that was like legit, like a different level of horror, really. That wasn't Disney. Oh, in fact, it was Disney. I think it was like the villains would basically be like zombie villains.
That's cool.
Almost like the Marvel characters when they become like zombie Marvel characters. Yeah. So anyway, just digress into that for a second. Anyway, hopefully they bring that back. Disney, if you are watching, we want it back. But yeah, I mean, you didn't really like the food that much, did you? Or you didn't like the snacks
I didn't
anyway?
like the snack. I was very upset. I obviously did it wrong.
What was the 30th anniversary? Is that a cheesecake? Do I remember you really wanted that?
I kept saying cheesecake.
Yeah,
it's not.
It was really nice, actually. It was like different layers of chocolate mousse, and it had like really like soft sponge inside, like in the layers. That was really good. I did enjoy that.
That was nice.
That came with I got the 30th anniversary meal, and that came with that as well.
Yeah,
that was good.
Your 30th anniversary burger was like just a big burger.
It was
like almost like a Whopper.
It was really that was really good. Very yummy.
Yeah,
way too big for me because it had like 2 burgers in it, and I was like, I can't eat this.
Yeah.
So you have my leftovers, do you?
The best place we ate, if anyone wants to know, I don't know if you've got any pictures coming up, but it was Stark Factory, in the new Avengers campus area over at the studios.
That was
pizza
amazing.
and pasta. Yeah, we didn't vlog any of that. We just vlogged the actual.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
Yeah, the pizza and pasta. I think it was it probably the equivalent of about £20, I guess?
I think, it was 32.
Yeah, it's about 30 euros.
30 euros. Yeah, so about £25. But like the fast serve restaurants, you kind of think they're not great because obviously like it's just for efficiency. But the pasta was really tasty. I mean, it was a little bit cold because it was sat, but it was really tasty. And the portions are huge.
Yeah, I'd say price and portion size.
Yeah,
that's the best place to go if you want to eat it.
Yeah, it was really good. I really,
Paris, anyway.
like that's the best place I think I've eaten in Disney.
Yeah. And you get annual pass discount as well, don't you? As well.
Yeah.
You do.
So it would have been 37. I think we got it for. I think it was like 30 or 31.
Yeah, I think it's
like
20%. Might be the same as Merlin. Actually. Yeah.
But it was great.
Making my tummy rumble. I don't know about.
I got a couple of photos.
Me too.
Photos from your blog that I thought looked good when the Phantom Manor lit up, and the other one's from a show.
Wow. all the projection mapping in Paris is like hands down the best. Absolutely. I don't know if you've seen we've got a vlog and a live stream of the illuminations and the drones and everything like that over the castle. It's next level stuff, honestly. Obviously that's Phantom Manor. The Skull Rock came to life as well. You might have seen that by checking out the vlog. The Phantom Manor as well. It's just fantastic, really. I mean, it's just. It is a different level. This show we didn't really see too much of, did we? We kind of got there late. Like to see any show like this, it's kind of first come, first serve. And you will, unless you queue up for about 2 hours, you will just be at the back. Like luckily with the camera, I can just like kind of hold the camera up, so I can watch it on video when I get back to the hotel. But yeah, the projection mapping, yeah, definitely. That's they need some stuff like that at Alton Towers on the manor. But Pim's Kitchen.
So did you eat at Pim's Kitchen? Another thing I want to bring up, I was going to wait till we talked about Alton Towers Fireworks, but I was wondering this: do you think they've got the budget to use drones? Or do you think they want to spend the budget?
I'm going to say no, they haven't.
Because I've seen a lot of drones recently in displays in places, and I did think, oh, maybe that'll be a new thing they do. And then I thought, are they going to spend the money on that? And if the weather's quite bad, it can go wrong, can't it?
Yeah, I don't think they'll be using drones this year. I think they would have advertised it if that. But it should be something. I mean, with what Paris has done is amazing. I think everyone should look at that. I think even, Paris has always been like the black sheep of the Disney family. But even like Walt Disney World in Florida, which is like really the main Disney resort, they're copying Paris with the drones.
It is amazing. It's so clever. Like it's just incredible
because it's a different. It's not. I mean, they must. I don't know. Are they cheaper than fireworks? I don't really know. But it's a different thing. Yeah. You can reuse the drones forever, I guess. But the fireworks you can only use once, really. They should do. If Merlin are watching, so if Disney and Merlin are watching, we're giving you so many ideas. There was a question: was it Coaster Chicken? About Pim's Kitchen.
About Pim's Kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. We couldn't get a reservation, could we? But I went for pass holder preview day back in, I think it might have been April or May. So yeah, I went into Pim's Kitchen. It's fun, like it's a novelty. Like I don't know if it's. I mean, it's. I guess all the food's nice, and some stuff is like the burgers have been shrunk down, which is a bad thing.
This is the one to Ant-Man, isn't it?
Portion control.
Yeah. So it's who's Pim? Who's Pim's? What's his name?
It's Ant-Man's dad, right?
Well, it's not his dad.
What?
It's like his friend. Is his girlfriend's dad?
Answer in the comments. Who's Pim?
Who is Pim?
Ant-Man knows him.
Yeah, so he does like he makes some stuff small, some stuff big. But the thing is with like the giant hot dogs, for example, the hot dog's like the normal size like hot dog or sausage, but the bun's bigger. So you're eating a lot more bread.
Yeah, you don't really want the bread. You want it the other way around.
Exactly. Yeah.
The big pretzel thing that you said, that was good.
Yeah. What they do is while you're waiting, they bring a huge pretzel out to your table, which looks amazing, but they want you to eat that rather than eating the.
Oh no, sorry, I meant the pretzel sandwich.
Oh, the pretzel sandwich, yeah.
Because then they do like the big. Well, this I'm sticking over like I didn't even go, but it looks like they do like the big versions of everything, and you just get like a slice, like a slither. So it's like they've got the small versions and the big ones. It's food. I've had a nosy at this.
It's good, but yeah, you have to be. I think if you're staying on site, you can reserve a restaurant like 100 days in advance. If you're not staying on site, you have to reserve it 30 days in advance. So it's, you got to be kind of lucky for some of these restaurants, especially Pim's because it's quite new. I'd prefer Stark Factory out of the two, and it's cheaper. Yeah, really. So that's my pro tip.
Also, I've got a comment here that you made. You said the Tower of Terror at Disneyland Paris was better than the one in Florida.
Yeah.
Is that a controversial statement? I don't know if people in the comments are gonna.
I think any duplicate ride is better at Paris, really. And I think our friends over in Florida that are at Walt Disney World all the time, I think they pretty much, they don't agree with me because they've never been to Paris. Yeah. but I think the people that have been to both parks do agree with me. Anyway, Big Thunder's better at Paris. Our Hyperspace Mountain is better at Paris rather than their Space Mountain.
I think as well, like going to both of them, I am always surprised, like how long our rides are.
Mm.
Like every time, like Tower of Terror just seems to last ages, and the Thunder Mountain, it's like you're
Yeah,
on there
it's
for
a
so long.
I don't know how long it is. It's probably a lot shorter than we think it is.
Yeah,
it just
but
seems like a long ride.
In Florida, like it just seems a
Mm.
lot, like it seems shorter. Like, so I always think, like, this ride is like,
Yeah.
it's amazing because you're on there longer.
I do want to say it's been 2016 since we were
Yeah.
in Florida, so it's been a long time.
But I'm saying we have been a few times, so it's like,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Our Tower of Terror, the Hollywood Tower Hotel rides, you've got 3 different versions at Paris. You don't know what version you're going to get until you get on the rides. But twice in a row now, we had the version that we had the other day. They're all pretty much similar, of course. But yeah, Paris is a lot darker, I think. And I don't you with Florida, don't you actually, you're on like the car and you go through the hotel, whereas with Paris, it's just the projection screens. I think anyway, but yeah, Paris is better at Paris, definitely. Yeah.
They like to do on-road film in
Good
Charles
question,
asked.
Matt.
Some, but not all.
Let's be GoPros, does it? Like strapped down?
Well, for the absolutely terrible flight force in Avengers Campus, you said it was terrible as well, which is the remake or the retheming of Rock and Roller Coaster, the Aerosmith rides. It's basically the same track. The track's very old now. It belongs at Pleasure Beach. Honestly, like, you were very like, oh, my neck when we got off.
I've got bruises all down my legs.
Yeah, I took for pass holder preview day. It may have just been a special occasion, but I had my GoPro on my chest mount. They must have seen it. They didn't say anything to me. This time I thought, well, it's pretty much the same ride as Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain. So I thought I'd do the same thing. But as I was getting on the ride, she told me to take it off. But I don't know if it's because, but I think that the harness, I think the restraints are the same. I think like the.
But I don't know. Maybe it was higher because like the restraints came to like here, so you would have to whereas the GoPro's like further down.
But
so,
there's been a few times like the Star Tours, the simulator. And yeah, Big Thunder and Indiana Jones, they told me to turn the camera off. So some you're okay, some you're not. Some you can probably get away with if you wanted to. Not condoning that. Tower of Terror, you're not allowed to film in there. I did, right? Because somebody wanted the POV for their channel. Our friend Pete McDivitt. If you're watching tonight, Pete,
just name drop
name drop everyone. Yeah. He should be watching.
It's his fault. He made me do it.
Yeah.
Disney, if you're watching, I'm sorry. It's not always
yeah. Disney, if you are still watching, just go and make a cup of tea.
It was a one-off.
So I filmed it for him and his channel because he wanted some POVs. So we supply him POVs basically and some other Paris content as he's based in the States and he's got like a big American following. So I sent him that and it's got like 15,000 views pretty much on his YouTube. So I should have kept it.
Has he tagged you in the description or anything?
Oh yeah, it's all gives credit to everyone as you do really. So we're good friends anyway. I wouldn't just send it to any random person. But unfortunately, I won't get another version of Tower of Terror because they will turn the lights on and they'll make an example out of you, and it won't go down very well with the other guests of the hotel.
Pun intended. Go down.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about the mapping for these displays?
Just fantastic, really. I can't say anything else.
I've got a few photos from your vlog on it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think it was called Midnight on the Other Side, but we didn't know, did we? Because it wasn't really advertised.
We only saw it. We was walking past to something else, and we heard something going on, and we was like, "What's that?" So we caught like half of it the first time. And then it was on like I think it's like on every half an hour. It
must have been about every half hour from midnight, and I think this was like the introduction to something. But it was the most un-Disney castle show I've ever seen.
It was very spooky.
We've got it up on our channel. You're allowed to take videos of this, by the way, so that's okay. Disney, you can come back now and listen. So there was some like creepy spider popped out, some giant hand grabbed someone. There was that guy there, I don't know who that is.
Whoever that is.
Emma, if you're still in the chat, you might know more about Disney than I do. Who is this guy? I've never seen him ever.
Yeah, it was very dark. I mean,
it was a very dark.
It was like a bellboy from Tower of Terror.
Yeah, but it wasn't though.
He had a really creepy face.
Let me know in the chat.
He looks a little bit unhinged, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was.
Oh yeah, definitely he does.
He only comes out one day a year, like at Halloween.
He's only allowed out once. But yeah, no, it was quite spooky. It was clever.
Yeah. Hey, Coaster Hen.
Hey, yeah.
She's a big Disney and Loungefly fan as well. So
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We
I
should
don't need
get
any
a
more
little
encouragement.
Loungefly keep going off, shouldn't we?
Fantastic. Yeah, but that was the most un-Disney
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen ever.
Mm.
And the sounds and the like the speakers and things around, like there was bats on the
Jeremy's here.
castle and you could hear bats behind you and all over the place.
Where's Dr. Kelman from? Jerry Taylor?
the
Do I know
Sanctuary.
this?
He's the guy who played Dr. Kelman in the Sanctuary. The scare maze, Alton Towers. Do you remember the Sanctuary?
Smile away.
Yeah, I don't think we went in there.
He's the main.
Yeah, I do know. It might be. Maybe Disney's copying Alton Towers. Who knows?
Did you know that the Smiler was going to be called Joker originally?
Oh, really?
I didn't. Claire won't go on
I
that.
won't go on it.
She refuses to go on that. That's on her list of never to go on rides,
Wow.
along with Stealth.
Yeah. I
Oh,
couldn't do
Tough Mother
stealth.
as well. We'll get into that in a bit.
Any particular reason with Stealth? Is it just because the height just freaks
I
you
think it's
out,
the
or-
height. So I'm quite scared of heights in different circumstances. Like planes, I can go on. Rides where I feel like I'm safe, I'm fine. Like if I feel like I'm strapped in and I'm okay. I
Yeah.
can't climb up a ladder or go on like, go ape or something like that because I don't feel safe.
Mm.
Stealth, I don't think I'd feel safe.
Yeah.
So it was just too high. I just didn't like the
Yeah,
thing of it.
Not being
our
secure.
Yeah, and it was just
Yeah.
too much, and I could just imagine it like
Yeah.
either coming back down or falling off.
Yeah.
Like,
Our,
so just that one
yeah.
wasn't for me.
Yeah, it
I
was on
totally
the,
get it.
You
Totally
freaked
get it.
out on our Fright Nights vlog. Elsewhere on the channel.
About what?
About Stealth.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't freak out.
You really liked Swarm though.
I love
You-
Swarm.
You like that?
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, awesome.
Not stealth. It's stealth, isn't it?
Still not sure about the big one because the one time that you've been with me to Pleasure Beach, it was for late night riding, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
it was the queues were too long, and I think we live streamed that evening, so we just didn't have time to do it all. So I'm not sure about that. You say you will go on it until we get there.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want us to walk up it or wait for it to break down, really, and then walk down it.
See, I'm not sure if I could do that.
I went on it 15 years ago, and it's worth it just for the view of the beach. If you go
Just
during
the
the day,
view.
obviously.
Yeah.
Let's say about
Yeah.
Ozfest.
That's just my opinion. I mean, some
Mm.
people are really terrified of it, some people aren't, but yeah, I just think it's worth it just for the view.
So
Yeah,
So,
that doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah.
we'll talk about some other stuff. But did you, at this point in the show, did you want to have a go at the quiz I've got for you?
Yeah, we can do.
Oh, I'm
I've
terrible.
got. I think you'll power through it. To be fair, but the people at
I'm
home
only-
can help you as well.
I'm only good at my quizzes that I write myself, and I still get 34 out of
What
35.
I've done is I've written out the word fireworks, but I've used a letter from each letter is from a logo of a Disney film. So I want to know what the
Okay.
films are.
Oh, can we get involved?
You can get involved if they give up. I'll let the chat get involved. The chat can get involved anyway, but I'll
Yeah,
Okay.
let them have a
help
go
us out,
first.
chat. Help us out. Is it me versus Claire?
I don't know the answers, so
All right,
Oh my
F is
God.
Frozen.
Yep.
Not sure what I is.
Not sure.
R is Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
E is Encanto. W is
Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Go
O.
quick.
I feel like it's like Merida or something. Is it like no?
I think it's Merida.
I don't know.
R is
Raya.
Raya and the Last
Dragon.
Dragon or whatever it's called. K is a tricky one.
Sword in the Stone. Or something?
The K's not in Sword in the Stone, Claire.
I thought it was a thing.
I love the way he looks
No,
at that.
because the style. That's what it sounded.
Eyes.
If you
Aye,
know
can
what
you
it
give me a
is,
clue? Can you give
Eyes
me like a
Aladdin,
decade
yeah.
or?
yeah, I as
Oh
Aladdin.
man,
Ah.
I wanted to guess. That's no fair.
What's that? K and S.
K just tells me it's low key, but it's I don't think it's low key. Like the season, the TV show, the Disney Plus show. I mean,
We've
is
had
it?
the S is quite hard,
Is
I
it?
think.
I'm going to say, is it Dark Cauldron? Dark Cauldron.
Black
It wasn't-
Cauldron, yeah, it's Black Cauldron.
Black
yeah.
Cauldron.
Oh,
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
well done.
What's the S?
Oh man, too quick for Coaster Hen. She can't type that quick. S. It's not Eternals, is it? You're not including.
No,
Marvel,
it's
I'm
not. There's no
guessing.
Marvel in here.
Can we have a clue?
No, yeah.
Oh, we don't want a
maybe.
clue.
No, yeah, we can have a clue.
All right.
I don't know
A
how
clue
to
that's
give
not
you
gonna
a
give
clue
it away.
without giving away what it is.
See if anyone
What
else in the
decades?
chat can type what it
Is it Snow
be.
White?
S for Atlantis.
No,
Is
you'll
it
kick
Snow
yourself,
White?
but it's quite a normal font.
Is it a princess film?
Yes.
Is it Snow White?
No.
All right. I said it 4 times, but he didn't answer me. I didn't know if you
I
heard.
saw a video recently. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but there's a character from this film.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Sorry, I
There's a
just
character.
Well
There's a video
done.
online where he's doing a meet and greet and his head falls off. The Beast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wow. I don't know if we can show that to our kids yet.
Well, Sophia already didn't think that Mickey Mouse is
No.
real. It's very
There you
offensive.
go.
Yeah.
They were the letters I
Sorry,
used.
I don't think we got O, did we? The Hunchback
It's
of
all right,
Notre
you got it
Dame.
now.
But we got it now.
Oh yeah.
We did
I
well there.
like that. That was quite cool.
That was good. That was good fun.
You're gonna steal that, aren't you?
I'm going to steal that idea. For the
That's all right.
the
Hang
next
on.
It's
quiz that
quite
we
good
do.
because it gets you thinking. Because you're like, I don't really look at the.
Because you
logo.
recognise it, but you just
Wait a
can't
minute.
think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be put on the spot at all.
The second one.
Oh, is this Disney films again?
It's Disney films again. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let them have a go
Yeah.
first.
All right. So Eyes Monsters Inc. or Monsters. Yeah, it must be, mustn't it? Yes, not
And the
Universal.
R is that
Universal,
Incredibles.
but
I'm not
yeah.
sure about the S.
No. The R's Big Hero 6.
Okay.
Oh, he's got it.
Come back to the E. The W is Wall-E.
Yeah.
Moana.
Yeah,
as
the O
well.
is Moana.
Is that Emperor's New Groove again?
Yeah. The K is Wreck-It Ralph.
And is the S Incredibles?
No, the S is Stitch. Lilo and Stitch, sorry. I stopped saying
Yes, we
Incredibles.
got missed.
I can't help it. I just keep shouting Incredibles
F,
out.
E,
What-
and R.
Oh, R, I know.
F, E, and R. I know we said R, didn't we? Wasn't it Emperor's New Groove?
No, I know it.
And this R.
Oh, the other R. No, we said that. Big Hero 6.
No, the second R.
The second R is Emperor's New Groove.
No, it's not.
Isn't that?
Oh, it's not.
Oh.
because
Oh,
of that.
Hercules.
Hercules.
Yeah, it's Hercules, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This E is very shimmery.
It's a shimmery E, is it?
Oh.
Hang on.
Minnie Mouse ears.
You must have what? How many? What? What's he on about?
No,
What are
you were talking about some lounge fly
Oh.
ears earlier.
Right. I don't know now.
That kind of matched
It's
the
a long
bag you
time
had.
ago. The pumpkin ones?
Yeah. I
No,
thought it was
Rapunzel,
Tangled.
Tangled.
No, it's not Brave.
Oh,
No, I thought it was
Tangled.
Tangled.
No, it's Tangled, and
Yeah, it's
we need to do
Tangled,
F
yeah, it's
now.
Tangled. What's the F? The F might be quite difficult.
That's
I just know random
that old?
stuff, Knox. You know what? We don't even watch Disney Plus that much. Just replying to Knox. The F. Someone said Fantasia.
I don't think
No.
it's
Oh,
It's just random knowledge from days gone by.
No.
Really.
I was going to say
What is
Ferngully,
F?
and I'm like, that's the
No,
wrong.
it's not
That's
Ferngully.
the wrong franchise.
It's quite an old film.
Is it an old one? It's not. It's
Anyone
not
in the chat?
Not
Fantasia.
Homeward
I-
Bound.
Is it a princess film?
No.
No. Oh, Fox and the Hound.
Yes, Fox and the
I
Hound.
was thinking dog, but I couldn't think of the name of the dog.
Okay. Boom.
There we are.
Ooh. Wow,
There we
that
go
is
again.
well impressive. That is like
Got 'em all.
amazing.
I'm impressed with the Fox
Keep
and
'em
the
coming.
Hound. No, I've only got those two, I'm
Is
afraid.
only them two?
I didn't know how
That
difficult it was
one.
going to be. I didn't want to get like 10 ready and then.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe another time.
I'm
if we
just-
meet up on another chat. We'll probably just.
I think I'm just someone that remembers logos, I think, more than anything else. Like if I see a logo, I'll remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah. I thought that guy on the castle actually was Black Cauldron. I know he's not, but when it was on, I was like, what is this? Is it Black Cauldron? And yeah, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tough Mudder. We've done a few Tough Mudders and Spartan events and Yorkshire Warriors and Total Warriors and all
Do you
good
want to
fun.
tell them about this particular obstacle?
Yeah, it was fun, this one. This was, I think this was the first Tough Mudder that we put on our channel from way back in the day. Yeah, I think it was called the Block Ness Monster. So, great names, right? So these things are like blocks, like big, long cubes, cuboids. Is that a word?
Yeah.
I went to school that day. Right, so you basically hang on. Where's the camera there? You basically hang on this side, and then once you go over, the other side pulls you down. So you hold on to it, and then you get pulled over the top or dragged over the top, basically, and then you do the same for the next like bunch of people or group of people. I'm always wondering what happens when you're first, because you have to get over by yourself.
Well, what happens when you last?
Well, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
forget
mean,
about
it's not difficult. I mean, if you could pull yourself over it if you really had to. Yeah, but yeah, it's hard when you're on your own. Fantastic. Ben and Holly's theme park adventures have been there.
Yeah, Ben's done.
Maybe you're in this
Tough
clip.
Mudder as well.
Just wondering, do you have to do any training before you actually do Tough Mudder? Or is it just like anyone that's just not done any training at all can join in?
Well, I mean, like anyone can do it, really. I mean, the obstacles are the fun part. I think if you do the normal Tough Mudder, like the one that you should do really is like 10 miles. So people are always like, oh my God, 10 miles, I can't run that far. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could just walk. Like I can't remember the last time I ran 10 miles, to be honest. It's fun. I would recommend some sort of training though. You know, and if you've got the Alton Towers 5K or anything in a couple of weeks' time, I'd recommend you start now if you haven't.
Should we start now?
Yeah, if you've been binge watching Disney Plus like we have, you know, start now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was this one? This is
it's the water coming down when you had to climb up. It was like pouring.
Yeah, yeah. So you either had ladders or there's like a I don't know what it's called, but there's like a tougher. Ben might know actually. You've got like a tougher mudder. Like route, I guess you would call it, and then you've got all these ones. These ones have got ladders. Got ladders with water pouring on top of you. So that's like the easy version. But that water's hard as well. When it's coming down on you, it's not the nicest thing. But the harder version, it's got like like the rock climbing walls with the stones or bricks that you climb up.
Oh, and that's all you've got.
Yeah, that's all you've got while water's just pouring down. That's like the harder version. So it's up to you what one you want to do. There's a lot more of the ladder versions than there are of the harder versions, obviously.
I would hate that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can skip an obstacle. By the way, none of this stuff's going to be at Alton Towers, so so you'll be fine, Coastal Chicken. Alton Towers.
Yeah, this is a preview of Alton Towers.
So this is the preview of the weekend at Alton Towers. Yeah. Oh, that mud was terrible because there was someone in it before us, and they got stuck in that mud. The mud's like quicksand, and I was thinking, there's no way you're going to get stuck in there. Like you'll be fine. Just get on with it, really. But then I jumped into that mud, and like I say, it's like quicksand. And it pulls you down, and you start panicking about your shoes or your trainers or whatever. And then you kind of pull yourself up and just I don't know what the obstacle's called, but you have to like just basically drag yourself through like something that's quite small and
it looks very claustrophobic. That
the smart people, I'm sure it comes out into water at the other end. The smart people, like the girl in the purple there, go backwards, so that when you go into the water, you go feet first. And you don't just go like head first. That's that's using your head. But then going backwards is probably a lot harder to go through the tunnel. I'm sure this is on. Obviously, it's on the vlog. That's where you got the clip from. But I'm sure in the vlog, I'm jumping in it, and then I realize that it's quicksand, and then I'm like getting stuck. But I'm also quite conscious of the fact I've got a camera with me, so I need to like pretend I'm cool. Really,
I'm sorry. I'm
but
just
inside I'm panicking.
Ben and Holly's Adventures, theme park adventures, put that they volunteered at the obstacle 1 year. It was so much fun, blasting the water on people trying to climb up. And I just thought, is it an extreme version of Battle Galleons? That's the only thing that was going through my head.
I was just wondering
if
Nick, were you ever a fan of Krypton Factor growing up?
No, but I'd love it if I could go. I'm sure there's a course somewhere around Yorkshire, actually. I'm sure that I'd love to do it. But like to be honest, last couple of years, I've been out of practice. Like I had a few like injuries, like nothing special, nothing like real hardcore like injuries, no operations or anything like that. But just things like rolled ankles and like ankles that have swelled up like that, really, and not being able to walk or anything, and like a dodgy shoulder. And then lockdown came along, and that's where the Disney Plus binge watching.
Well, we've just had a lot on, haven't we? Like constant. It's
just been busy. So but no, definitely, I need to get back into shape so I can going back to like, do you need training to do this? I think if you do train, you'll enjoy it. if you don't train, you'll hate it, but you'll still feel accomplished afterwards. Yeah, but this was this is a fun picture. So every time you complete a tough mudder, you get a headband. That's like their thing that they give you. They don't give you a medal, they give you a headband. So at that time anyway, that was some of the headbands anyway. So like you get like a different color every few years. So yeah, that's me and my friend Kevin were, I don't know, well, I think we've got the same amount of headbands, and I think we're both going for like a record. So she's got the ears and I've got the headbands. Like she's got the ear wall there and I've got the headbands over there.
The only thing that gets me towards the end is, do they have showers there? Like, it sounds like a really silly question, but that's the only thing that gets me. I'm sure you'll be able to shower up at the end.
Oh, my fingers fell out.
Hang on, you dropped your ears. Your ear. They do. Some events are better than others. Like if you went to a festival like Glastonbury or something, I've never been to one, so I don't know if they've got showers over there, but I can imagine they're probably disgusting. Yeah, some are better than others. Some are warmer than others. Some are a lot colder. I would just say, I mean, you're jumping in water and stuff as you're going around. So like you'll be muddy and dirty, but you're not caked in mud, you know?
Yeah.
So
clean yourself off in the water.
So you clean yourself off in muddy, dirty water, poisonous water. So I'd just say if you ever did it, bring a change of clothes and a towel, maybe. Go back to your car, just like towel yourself off, put like some horrible, like some old joggers on or something like that, and go get yourself a few beers. Like you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know what? They give you a beer at the finish line as well. And regardless of whether you like beer or not, you just neck it because it's the accomplishment afterwards and you need it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They're good at Glasgow. That surprises me, actually.
I was going to say, did you make some friends out of it towards the end there, like feeling accomplished, and you just look at someone you have no idea you're going?
Yeah, you kind of make friends with everyone because everyone on the course is kind of like, there's no one there that's selfish. Like everyone is like, you kind of like take an oath at the start where it's like, I'm going to help people and you're going to help me and stuff like that. And like, it's just a good environment. So you never never left by yourself, I should say. And if you go with a group of people as well, you're always going to have a good time. And my sort of tradition for like me and my friends, I know you've done a couple as well, is like we do it in the morning, like 9 o'clock, or we get the earlier ones. Always try and get the earliest one possible, really. So like the course is in like a nice, good condition. Yes, it's not like caked in mud or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then you're finished by 11 o'clock. Get on with your day, and then in the evening go out to like what's that meat restaurant, the like Stablo and Fazenda and places like that, where all you can eat buffets. And
I bet you start to feel it in the evening, don't you?
You get a full on meal.
Probably, but you know you've had a good day and you've had an experience.
Well, I'm not as tough. I'm literally not as tough as you, so I just do the small ones.
Yeah,
I like water.
It's still it's still something that you probably would never have done before. So it's an accomplishment anyway. It's an adventure.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's so good having just that togetherness though, and I just love that sort of stuff.
That's what it's about. It's just about having some fun. Like no one judges you or anything like that if you've never done it before. So yeah, I'd recommend doing it, really.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this?
Do you want to tell people about this? Because the date's changed by a day, isn't it?
Yeah, here's something else you should be doing. Wednesday, we've changed it to a Wednesday. Normally our quizzes are every 2 weeks on a Saturday. We've just been busy pretty much every single weekend in November. We're just busy with real life, really. But we want to try and keep some sort of schedule. So we've changed a couple around. For example, yesterday we had the Halloween movies quiz on Tuesday. This in 2 weeks' time today, actually 2 weeks from today, November the 16th, 8 p.m. UK time. We've got the 90s chart music quiz. So exactly. Hopefully a good trip through nostalgia. And it should be a fun one anyway. Like all the boy bands, girl bands, all the cheese, really, just everything commercial, no niche little subject. We have 35 questions. We play via the Kahoot app, so you'd watch us on YouTube, play on the Kahoot app, which I think is the best way to kind of keep order.
It's decent,
yeah, rather than just loads of comments in the chat, or answers in the chat, I should say. We play the videos and the audio clips and stuff like that. We have a good time, really, and we try and make it fun. Anyway, we try and make it fun.
I'll be down there with you, Coaster Chicken.
It's going to be a good one, yeah, Coaster Hen.
It's not a criticism, but it was funny how I played last night. And when you had the video rounds, I was looking at everything in the video like, he's going to ask what was on the table. He's going to ask what, and it just wasn't relevant to the video, the question.
Well, the thing is, we used to do that. It was like kind of what happened next, or who's singing this song, or how many of, like, I don't know, I think it was like Gaston. You know, the Gaston song, and he's in the bar or the pub, wherever it is, and everyone holds up like scorecards.
Yeah.
We had like the question following that clip way back in the day when we started doing these was like how many points in total did that equal and things like that. But then last night was a point really. Last night was a good example. Sometimes technology fails you. So the videos don't work properly, the audio's too low, and last night the audio and the videos were too low. We were all fine, but the audio for some reason was really low. I don't know why. So apologies for that. But the videos are more of a way just for the fun, like for the presentation and the intro to the question. But yeah, that's the way we used to do it anyway. We used to have a question based on the video. But yeah, if no one's busy, 2 weeks time, come join us.
Like a
I agree on that one.
Well, the trick question.
Yeah, I thought it was a trick question as well.
It was, what was it? Where was the...
I actually got that one right.
I think most of us got it right. For anyone who didn't do the quiz, it was what state was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre filmed in? But then I thought maybe it was filmed in Hollywood, and this is a trick question, like it's filmed in California, but I did put Texas.
Yeah, and you were correct.
I was like...
Yeah, I don't want to stress it was the original 1974 one. The remake, like the newer one, don't know where that was filmed. It might have been in Texas. I don't know. But that's the thing, you know, you've got to make sure these questions are completely 100% correct, or the chat goes absolutely crazy. Like they call you out, they send you messages.
It's funny you say that. Do you remember that question you did for me on the game show? And then I got so much hassle because apparently North Yorkshire isn't Yorkshire, and
of course it is.
Yeah.
No, what was it? It was meant to be North Yorkshire and not Yorkshire, and there was a bit of a debate on that.
Something like that. I didn't want to stress that was their question, not ours. So don't come at us.
Myself, so,
yeah.
Did you want to tell people what you're doing on Friday?
Yeah, this is where we'll be. From 6 p.m, we're going live from the fireworks at Alton Towers. We may go on slightly earlier or maybe a minute or two later. We're thinking the fireworks are going to start at 7 o'clock. Don't know if there's any official word on that yet. Let us know if there is, obviously. But yeah, from 6 p.m, we're going to be live streaming the fireworks over at Alton Towers. It's all sold out on Saturday, so come join us on Friday. Yeah, it should be a good time anyway. The thing, obviously, with Alton Towers, we've live streamed from there before. Is all we can do is walk around. We're not allowed on any. I think you're allowed on the carousel actually over at David Walliams' land, but you're not David Walliams' world.
Oh, well, the fireworks.
David Walliams even. Were the what? Sorry.
While the fireworks are on, you're allowed to go around there.
No, sorry. Well, in terms of the live stream, you're not allowed to take your camera on a ride or anything like that. So. That's the thing with Alton Towers. Like, it will just probably be the fireworks, but I don't know. Maybe we can walk around there while the fireworks are on. I don't know.
It'd be good. We've never seen them before, have we? So
we've not actually seen these Alton Towers fireworks. We were going to go last year, and we didn't have a car, unfortunately.
No.
But yeah, so it will just be the fireworks from Alton Towers on Friday night from 6 p.m. We're not allowed to do anything else with the camera, basically, over there. Hey, but if you're around at 6 p.m. Loops and lap bars, come join us on the live stream.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm going to watch it live because I don't know if I want to see the display before I go on Saturday.
Well, that's the thing. That's the risk we're taking. Hopefully, people will.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be good.
Risque.
Love to see if they're going to have drones.
Yeah, I'd like them to have drones. I don't think they will do, but I'd like them to have drones anyway. There may be something anyway, like droney wise.
Do you think?
But yeah, should be a good night anyway. And then if you want to see more fireworks, New Year's Eve we're in Paris and we're live streaming their fireworks over at Disneyland. Well, so
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
So
they'll have drones.
If anyone wants to put any quick questions in the chat, I'm just going to say who's coming on next week. Next week, we've got Adventure Bears Global and Ben and Holly coming back because we're going to talk about Fright Nights and Screamfest in Burton, and then we're going to talk about, because we're meeting them at fireworks, so we'll probably talk about the fireworks that have happened by this time next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had so many notes to talk about, and we've only just scratched the surface.
I
didn't want to run out.
I don't stop talking. Sorry.
No, I like it.
I have to invite you on the show again if you're up for it.
Yeah,
I'd
I'll
like
do
to have
that
them back
too.
on the show when they've got when
free?
Claire buys the Christmas loungefly she's talking about. You come and talk about that.
I know you'll have to help me which one to get, Stacey.
You
can shop for me.
Oh, yeah. I'll be like, right, which outfit have we got to match with it as well? So just,
I know. Well, if I'm there for 3 days, surely I need like 3, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh yeah, Neve from Roller Coaster Us has got Loungefly as well. There's like a little Loungefly group in the community, isn't there? Almost an unofficial one.
I have actually got the gentleman that designed the Nightmare Before Christmas bag that I've got of Loungefly as well. And I've got the gentleman that's on my Instagram as well that I found that did the artwork for that bag that's been released recently, Jack and Sally. It's like really sort of like simplistic, but yet really, I can't explain it. But he likes doing art based around like tiki bars and things like that. So it's that kind of artwork. And it's like, oh my gosh, I found him and I've added him on Instagram.
That's so cool.
So I'll have to try and send it over to people that are interested and just look at the art. Yeah. I think it's lovely. So, but yeah.
Also, I actually forgot to mention, we're actually back on tomorrow without a guest. We're going to be talking about old displays at Alton Towers over the years. And we've got photos and things that we're going to show. So if you want to talk about that tomorrow, we'll be here at 7.
A bit of nostalgia.
Awesome.
So I might be rocking up a little.
Is there anything else you want to mention before we go? I've linked quite a few of your videos in the chat, in the description and the channel. And I've linked Theme Park Insanity because he's doing a live at 8 p.m. on Saturday. So Sunday. And Sunday. But
I think we covered everything.
That was good. Yeah. Although I was going to say, I don't think I can do it justice because I know Claire did our little catchphrase in the promo for this episode. I was wondering to play us out. Could you do the catchphrase, Nick?
Could I do it?
Yeah.
I think so. I've got to remember what it was now.
You can't remember.
I was just going to say thank you to people in the chat. And
can we have some? Can we have a cue? A thing on the screen. What's it called? A cue thing. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. A cue card.
Cue card. That's it.
Just wanted to say before we
I don't remember the.
Thank you for everyone that viewed, and just to keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Particularly,
I like this stuff as well.
These, which way am I pointing? These people as well. I'd like and subscribe. So yeah, it'd be awesome. So thank you so much for your love.
Don't tell me you've forgotten the catchphrase. You said it last night at the end of your show.
We'll see you.
Well, I know some of it, but I've forgotten how it starts. Oh man,
I'll see you in the rear view because for now we're gone.
Oh, go on, Nick.
See you in the rear view because for now we're gone.